Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to Southern Charm Wreaths. I'm Jolie Samako, owner and lead designer, and today I want to talk about color. So we're going to be making a wreath using one of my favorite color formulas. And before we get started, and I'll show you my table with my color wheel and how I decided to choose this formula for myself, make sure to join us in our color clarity course starting on Monday. Literally next week, we're going to be starting. We're going to have so much fun talking about color, teaching you how to choose color and all of the different formulas you can find literally right here on your color wheel. All right, so tell me, you guys, where are you from? Where are you watching? And how was your weekend? Did you have a good weekend? Let's see, we're going to go ahead and I'm going to show you my table right here. Let's see, we're going to put that down here. And hi, Rebecca, how are you? Let's see, I'm going to make sure I have my page up. And then we can see our comments. Just another location. We're also live on our YouTube channel and our Facebook page. So welcome, and make sure to subscribe and follow if you find this content useful. All right, so here is one of the things that I wanted to show you on the color wheel. So we're going to be talking next week about our color clarity course. It is, I should have grabbed the link before I went live. Let me go find it. But it is starting next week, and we're going to show you all the different ways of using color when you're making your wreaths, when you're making your arrangements, when you're making your swags, when you're making your toppers, what else is there? Wreaths, arrangements, swags, toppers. All of this is inside of our group. Okay, hold on, I gotta, not that group. This is going to be, let me get my link. I usually have my links set up pretty fast. Let's copy. Here we go. You can also go to colorclaritycourse.com. But some people were saying they were having issues with that, so I'm going to go ahead and paste it in here. Okay, so hi from Texas. Okay, so if you are on a live, you should be able to, well, it looks like the pinned comment did not work. Interesting. Well, we'll pin it, we'll bring it back in after the classes, after the tutorial is over. So let me show you what we have, okay? So you have your color wheel, right? A lot of people are just so confused about how to use a color wheel. We go through this in depth in our color class. There's formulas already here on the wheel already. It's very simple. There's just a few though. So we're going to be reviewing 15 next week, 15 different formulas. But one of my favorite formulas, and one that I think that anyone can master, is to choose, it's 3 to 5 hues on the wheel and side by side, so adjacent. Okay, so today we're going to be working with a similar color, which is the blue. So we're using blue, and it's 3. You can do 3 to 5. So knowing that 1, 2, 3, anywhere from here, or 1, 2, 3, 4, anywhere from here to here, or even from here to here will work. You could also do from here to here, it will work. So if you are super confused, like I just don't know where to use a color, how to use a color wheel, this will be like the easiest formula for you to grasp, okay, here on this video. So choose anywhere from 3 to 5 colors on your color wheel that are adjacent. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 works. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 works. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4 works. Anywhere from 3 to 5. So we're choosing blue. This is the reason that it works is because you've got one similar color that's in all of the hues. That is what's going to bring harmony to your design, harmony to your design. It actually adds a calmness to your design. And it's something that, I mean, it's my favorite formula. That's just one. We're going to be reviewing 15 of them next week, okay? So I just want to make sure if you are interested in joining us, don't wait. Don't wait. All right, I've already created my my bow. Look, here is our florals. So we've got this. Remember, you're using your color formula. So we've got a couple of these, and then bringing over the blue here. Okay, so now we've got this blue pulled in. Do you see how I'm doing this? And then untangle all my flowers. We've got this. So now we're bringing in blue violet. We've got violet blue. We've got blue. And I thought this one would be pretty to add too. Because this one we've already talked about. Last 3 videos I did with you was choosing color from ribbon, choosing color from your flowers, and then also choosing color from a sign. So if you recall when we did choosing color from flowers, you can see that this one flower has all of the different blues inside of it. So you know that it's going to work. It has the deeper blue as well as, the blue violet as well as the violet blue. And this is what I think I'm going to use for my color palette. And again, it's just choosing anywhere from 3 to 5 colors that are beside each other on the color wheel. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to attach my bow right here, I think. So this is just a 3-loop bow. I used 2.5-inch wired ribbon, and it is 6 inches. I was like, what else was I going to say? 6 inches. So we did 6 inches in our loops. Y'all, the bows are fun, but they're not always needed, are they? Who likes wreaths without bows? And if you've been following me, you know I always cut this off last in case we have to move things around. All right, I'm going to try to do this from my table. I might move it up to my easel if I have to. All right, this is our first floral that I'm going to use. I love using flowers that are already in a spray for me. So a spray just means that all of the flowers are evenly terraced on this stem, taking a lot of the guesswork out. So it's already spaced out. Here, let me get this. Okay, so we have our bow. I'm just going to go ahead and add this on the top. Remember to always fluff. Did y'all see my me decorating my planters over the weekend? And then we're just going to bend this a little bit. And then just give a little shape. Make sure the front of the leaves are turning around. Sometimes you'll have to cut these off if they don't cooperate, but I think that's fine. So we have one here. I'm going to do one on the opposite end. We go from top to bottom. We had fun this weekend. My cousin was visiting from San Diego, but they're on a different time zone, and man, oh man, was I tired. She kept going. She was not tired at all. I was like, oh, okay, it's past my bedtime. I like to go to bed around 8. I am not lying. It's very rarely that I stay up late. I'm just going to twist this a little bit just to make sure it's evenly opened. Sometimes our florals need a little assistance. There we go. Isn't that pretty? Okay, y'all, we're done. Honestly, you could be done. You could be done, couldn't you? Remember that wreath making is all about layering. You layer to your heart's content. I'm just gonna roll that. All right, I like that. I'm gonna go ahead and divide this one. This is our last spray. It all depends on the wreath Verlene's making, depending on if she wants a bow or not. Yeah. It's all about our mood, isn't it? It's like what are we in the mood for? All right, I'm gonna put this one on the outside. Push it down with the grain of the wreath and then bend it into place. We're going to do the same thing with this one. And these sprays make super fast wreaths, don't they? So if you're working for a craft show, this really could be your minimalist wreath that you do lots of. Or you could have it to where it is a price point of simple, medium, and advanced. Does that make sense? So we can take it up a notch by adding a few more of our flowers. I'm going to go ahead and add in first these dahlias. This is going to bring in that violet blue that we talked about on the color wheel. Remembering, if you're just joining us, welcome. This is Southern Charm Wreaths. We do all things silk flowers. So we're florists, but using silk flowers as our medium. In this video, we are teaching color theory. I'm sharing my favorite formula of choosing anywhere from 3 to 5 hues on a color wheel. That way we know that we are going to have a harmonious design and also one that's more calming, right? Contrast is more jarring, and that is on the opposite end across from the color wheel. So we are choosing colors that are adjacent to each other on the color wheel. Therefore, this is going to be more of a calming effect to our eye. Does that make sense? Let's do one up the top. And I've got one more. I think I'm going to put on the other side. Okay. So remember phase 1 where we layered? Now we added one more stem on our wreath. So if you're making for craft shows, this could be version number 2, a different price point. A different price point. Okay, so now let's add, I really want to add these. These are fun, but let me go ahead and add a little bit of greenery. Just to fill in a little bit more. This is pistachia. So add in this greenery. We're starting to fill it out slightly. Who likes these little leaves? The little greenery wreaths. I didn't say I started with a 14-inch grapevine wreath if you're interested. Let me zoom out a little bit. There. Okay. We're going to come over here on the side. So this time we added our foundation as our sprays because I wanted to show you that you could have stopped just with adding your couple of sprays. You don't have to overthink this, okay? This is a wreath making is not as hard as you think, especially when you start to learn. Okay, let's just cut from right here then. When you start to learn your basic principles and elements of designing, that's what we've been teaching in our Wreath Making of the Month Club. We've had lots of success with our members. Okay, so let's see. I have one more leaf, but I might just glue it like over here or under here. Okay, now I'm going to pull in this. This is called Columbine spray. These are super cute. I love the little dainty leaves on them. Look at that. That's so pretty. Very delicate. Looks very real. Okay, I know, pay attention to where you want your color. And that's where you know to insert. Let me go down here. Okay, so I wanted my color there, and then I know where to insert. So find where you want your color first. Put a little length on this one. Yes, the blues are super pretty. Remember, we're just using 3 to 5 colors that are adjacent to us on the color wheel. Okay, now I do have these we could pop in, but I also have this that I wanted to look at. I'm not a fan of this green right here. See, this is more of a yellowy green, so it's more, it's got a little brown in it versus this green. Do you see the difference? So pay attention with your colors when you're also choosing your greenery. So each greenery has got to have a different undertone with your color hues or your hues. Okay, so let's not put that one on here. Let's see, I think I'll do this. We'll do one of these. So here could be another layer if you're trying to, you know, create different price points of your wreath making. let's say you're at a craft show or on your Etsy shop and you're just like, some people are wanting a little less, right? I can understand that. They either don't want to spend the price or they just aren't one of those people who like extra. They like minimalist, which I totally cannot relate to those people, but I know they exist. So we're going to help them. That means making various price points for your products. Let's give a little bendy bend. This is going to take this green off. So if you're just joining, we're doing color based off of my favorite color formula. 3 to 5 colors on the color wheel that are adjacent to each other on the color wheel. All right, I think before I do that, I need to build up a little bit more. I'm just going to choose a couple of these. This reminds me of the variegated that's already in the wreath. The variegated leaves already in the wreath. It brightens it up, doesn't it, doing that? So the other wreath that I did recently in our Wreath Making of the Month Club using this same formula, we used orange. We used the orange color. So it was red, orange, red, red, orange, orange, yellow, orange. So any color combination that are 3 to 5 on your color wheel, adjacent to each other, 3 to 5 colors that are beside each other on the color wheel. That's our inspiration for this wreath. I'm going to pop in some of these throughout, breaking up some of that greenery. Did y'all do anything fun over the weekend? Welcome, New York. Oswego, is that how you pronounce that? Oop. Oh, just about got me. I'm just going to do a couple more. But our color class, we are going to have we're going to do live videos that are going to be very in-depth explanations. We're going to also record more videos, so the recordings will be on more formulas that we're going to review. We're going to be reviewing 15 total formulas. Now the reason color is so important is it is literally the first thing your eye sees. And so you're going to want to make sure you take the time to learn it so that you can effectively create a pleasing, harmonious wreath design. It's the first the color is the first thing you notice. It's the first thing a buyer notice. It's one that a customer might say, "Can you make me a fuchsia colored wreath?" And you're going to be like, "Sure." Oh, what other colors besides the fuchsia? What colors go together? So that's something that you're going to be you know, looking at and trying to discern. So we're going to be teaching that as well, like choosing one color to work with, and then how to choose a palette from that one color. We'll talk about trends. We'll talk about all the things regarding color. Again, that is going to be next Monday in our color clarity course. Right, I love this. This is looking so cute. Do you see how we've taken that 2 little sprays and then we've elevated it? Adding in. This is, if you look in the color wheel, this is more of the violet blue. We've got blue violet, we've got violet, actually blue violet, we've got violet blue, blue. The only thing we really didn't pull over was the green blue for this. I was keeping it more on the darker of the blue family. All right, let's put this guy in here. So we got a little blue down here. We'll do a little blue on this side. Yes, smaller wreath bases. This is a 14-inch wreath. Oh my goodness, where's the wreath? Down here. Hey, Miss Carrie, will you put the supply list for this wreath up? No, not this one. If you're in the Wreath of the Month Club, just, you know, go in the group and ask me, and then I'll be glad to share that information with you on where I bought my supplies. This video was meant to just give you some inspiration on how to make a wreath simply on a smaller scale with your 14-inch wreath and using the color wheel. Okay. Now if you want to add white in, you definitely can, but I think I'm pretty much done. I feel like there may need some flower here. If I think that what I might do is cut this. We can move it. And then if we need more flowers, we can add them. I think this is good. How quick was that? Oh my gosh. Look, y'all. This is super cute. I'm looking at my glue strings on the back. So if you like these tutorials, we go into detail again. Our color clarity course, we're going to be doing 2 a day. If you can't join us live, you can watch the replay. We'll have the kits will be available to members. And we're partnering with our friends over at Greenery Market to ensure the kits, so they're sponsoring, so I want a big thank you and shout out to them. So we're not going to ship the kits, we are going to let them do all that. But I did walk through their warehouse of all their supplies, and I chose everything that we wanted for our color kits, and they have some really pretty stuff, y'all. It was hard to decide. Have you ever just had so many things in your supply stash and you're like, I just don't know what to put together? Like, how do you even decide? And then it slows you down. Or maybe you're walking through your craft store and you're like, which ones What am I going to get? I just can't decide. Have you ever done that? Have you ever walked through and you just start putting everything in your container, your buggy? We call it a buggy. I know some people call it a shopping cart. Here we call it a buggy. But you put it in your buggy and you're like, I'll just go home and try it out for size. And if I don't like it, I'll return it. But then you never do, right? You never return it. You just say you will. And then before you know it, that little trip to the craft store has turned into shopping cart full. I'm going to fix this little area right here on the back. I'm covering it up with a leaf. Make sure my little stems are not poking through the back. And then you're like, I just have too much stuff, and now I can't decide because I've got too much stuff. It's almost like you become paralyzed. Analysis paralysis is what they call. You overanalyze it. Well, when you start to learn the fundamentals of wreath making, it becomes so much quicker. You know exactly how to pair your color. You know exactly what florals to get and how many. You know exactly what ribbon to buy, where. So also when you are making decisions, because you see some people, some crafters or suppliers that are making, you know, having a sale, you're able to quickly decide what to get because you already know what works and what doesn't, right? The wreath behind me that was made on our YouTube and Facebook channel last weekend. That was the video I taught you how to, I'm just gluing my leaves on top of each other. I'm gonna hold this there to give a little barrier so my hand doesn't burn. This was taught on our YouTube and Facebook page last week, and I showed you how to find this one ribbon. We had this one ribbon and we chose all of our colors out of by using that one ribbon. So there's so many different ways you can create wreaths with your color. So we reviewed already ribbon, how to use your sign for inspiration, how to use a flat one flower for inspiration, and then today I'm showing you the color wheel option. All right, I think that looks good. So all I'm going to do is add a little hanger on the top. I can add a ribbon hanger if I want, or I can add a regular rustic wire hanger, but just a really pretty wreath on a 14-inch wreath base. Super simple, very southern look. Blue is so popular, especially in the South right now in the summer months. Have y'all noticed that? Weddings are all blue, or a form of blue, blue and white, blue, white, and yellow, a blue and like some pinks. Always, a blue is just super trendy right now for the summer months. So anyway, this is super cute. Remember, we chose adjacent colors on our color wheel to choose our color palette. Now we have our harmonious design. It's pleasing and calming to look at. It's not jarring. And this is, who wouldn't love to have this on their door? I mean, that's just so pretty. Pretty simple design. You can make this for Mother's Day gift, teacher's gift, craft show, Etsy shop. The class, yes, let me give you the link for the class one more time. It's colorclaritycourse.com, but I'll go ahead and post it here. I hope you guys join me. We'll be going live next Monday. We start on Monday. We're going to be together 5 days. So when you purchase, make sure to look for your email. It's going to be, all the instructions are going to be in your email. And if you are a member, I posted instructions on how to access your member discount price, okay? So go to the portal for that, or go into the Facebook group to find the video. It's me wearing the pink top. I did it just today, showing you how to log into the portal and what buttons to click in order to reveal your discounted rate, okay? Because members do get a discount. Show the one on the back of the stand. Here's this. So isn't this pretty? This one was very intense. Like, to me, this was a lot. You can see the price point difference now, can't you? Right? So you've got one that's a little more simple. Some people like simple. You got one that's over the top, because some people like over the top. Let me, let's see, I think I put the link in the link. Let me know if y'all need the link again. But it's colorclaritycourse.com for joining us. I can't wait to see you guys. I hope you have a blessed rest of your day, Monday, and maybe I'll see you tomorrow. I've got like 2 or 3 videos to do tomorrow in the groups. So I'm usually tired. Tomorrow is a lot of videoing. So maybe I'll see you on Wednesday. Did this help you? Did this give you some inspiration? Finding 3 to 5 colors on the color wheel to choose your color formula, and then making your wreath. And that way you have something that is harmonious and just calming to the eye. It's not going to be very contrasting, right? It's very calming. Contrast is the opposite side of the color wheel. We're choosing colors that are beside each other on the color wheel. Alrighty, I think that's it. This was super fun, super fast. I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your afternoon. Thank you, Chris. Thanks for watching. Thank you guys also for subscribing, and let me know, comment below, let me know what else you would like to know about color. All right, and I'll be talking to you next time. Bye.